Hello, welcome back to the Armchair Armory with me, Deepai. So, Benfica, second leg, Europa League. What can I say? We have to win the game. That's the end. No. Yeah, we have to win the game. Our season kind of rides on this now. We definitely have to go out there and put in a performance. Obviously, we're coming off the back of the 1-0 loss to Manchester City, a very kind of limp, toothless loss to Manchester City, where it seemed as if they were trying to defend a 1-0 defeat, which doesn't make sense, but anyway. And yeah, it's come down to this. Leicester doesn't really matter. I mean, we're playing for pride with Leicester, but with this game, if we can get through this and we can win the game, we will stand a decent chance of getting through the Europa League and getting back into the Champions League. So yeah, it's going to be really, really important that we turn up. And this is the thing that I always worry about with Arsenal, is that what Arsenal is going to turn up. I've probably been worried about this for the last 10, 11, 12 years, something like that. But then again, I mean, I remember during Unai Emery's reign when we played Valencia in the semi-final of the Europa League, and I have to remind myself what the score was in the first leg. So yeah, so that's why I was nervous, and I think part of that has probably got something to do with like the hysteria on social media. So we beat them 3-1 at the Emirates, and then we beat them 4-2 at the Mestalla. And I think because they scored the goal, and I think they scored it late, if I remember correctly, they scored the goal like really late. Valencia, this is. Fans were worried that like we'd go to the Mestalla and get battered, and I know that that's probably because of history, where when the Champions League used to have a second group stage and we had to go there and win. I actually can't remember. I think that was actually at Highbury, but we had to beat them in the last game to qualify, and we lost 2-1. And I remember John Carew scored for them. Thierry Henry equalised for us, and it was 1-1 until like the 70th or 75th or 80th minute or something. And then John Carew scored from a corner, from a header from a corner, or like a side kick from a corner or something like that. And yeah, they went on to win 2-1, and we didn't qualify, which was a shame. The times when we were in the Champions League, but after perform, yeah. So that's probably why. But that's the thing. I went into that game, into the away second leg against Valencia, thinking, oh, this is going to be really tough. So who knows? It could turn out to be not as tough as we think. But Benfica were poor in the first leg, and that's why I think fans are frustrated, because they think, if we finished our chances, if we took our chances, the tie would be done. We would have been, let's say they still scored the penalty. If the three chances we had, went through or went in, we would have probably come out of that 3-1 winners, and it would mean that Benfica would have needed to win the game 2-0 to go through this Thursday. But as it stands now, the tie is poised with us with the slight advantage because we have the away goal. However, if we start the game badly, we start the game the way that we started against Man City, and we concede a stupid goal, then we're going to end up having a long night, because that will cancel out the away goal, and then we've got to score 2 to qualify. So yeah, it's going to be difficult. Put it that way. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I think in terms of the lineup, I don't really know. So who did he play? He played on. Let me remind myself of the lineup from Saturday. Sorry, Sunday. Yeah, so I think it'll probably be Leno in goal. Right back is an interesting one because I kind of feel like he's going to go with Cedric, but part of me is kind of like, no, he's just going to stick with Bellerin. Then I think there'll be David Luiz and Gabriel at centre-back. Left-back will probably be, if it's not Cedric at left-back and Bellerin at right-back, it'll probably be Tierney. I think he's going to go strong in this game, to be honest, thinking about it. And I admit, I am thinking about it on the fly now. But yeah, I think he will go strong, so I can imagine it. So yeah, I'll start again. So we'll probably go Leno in goal, Bellerin, David Luiz, Gabriel, Tierney. Then centre midfield will probably be Xhaka and Ceballos. Then on the left, I would personally like to see Pepe. Then on the right we have Saka. Then either Ødegaard or Smith Rowe in the number 10 position, and then I would actually put Lacazette up front for this game, because I just feel as if Aubameyang's too on and off at the moment, and I'd be more confident with with Lacazette being there than Aubameyang, but you know, I might be wrong. So that's what I would go with. The only thing I can't decide on is whether I'd have Ødegaard or Smith Rowe. By the lineup he put out against Man City, I would assume Smith Rowe is probably going to start on Thursday. Yeah, I mean, I still think it's a good enough team to win the game, but again, I think I alluded to this on the review of the City game, I kind of have a bad feeling about it, and I think that this is the game that, like, if we lose this game and we go out, I think that's when the Arteta out movement, if you want to call it a movement, that was going on when we were in the relegation battle was only like at half strength. You know, I think it kind of teetered away after we started picking up a few wins after Chelsea and beyond. And then it's kind of been creeping back in a little bit when we lost to Southampton in the Cup, and then when we lost to Wolves and when we lost to Villa, and obviously now that we've lost to City, it's kind of come in again. But I think if we lose this game, I feel as if we do lose this game, it's going to be the manager's going to be under pressure again. And even the most staunch Arteta in people, or the people that want the coach to stay, I think will start thinking, is he the right person? I probably won't be thinking that, because I'm not in any camp really. Like, I will back the manager while he's there, and if I can see that there has been no progress, then I'll be respectful and just be like, yeah, maybe he needs to move on. But I won't be sitting there like lambasting him and being personal and all this kind of stuff. And that's part of the problem, that, you know, the loudest voices are the ones that are heard. But yeah, I feel if we lose this game, people will start asking questions and will start saying, is he the right man, and this, that and the other. And, you know, we'll see what has to happen. I think what is going to happen, even if we lose the game, is that he's going to be given at least another season, I think. They say that there's plans in the summer for reinvestment, and I heard today that Hector Bellerin has said that he would be open to a move to PSG in the summer. Why PSG want to buy him, I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's that bad, but he's not, he's not PSG level. But then again, you know, they've got Kimpembe, who's not that good either. So maybe. But, you know, like people like Bellerin and to some extent like Xhaka and El Neni, like, I don't think they'll be around for very much longer. I think Xhaka is probably going to be here for a while. I mean, to the horror of Arsenal fans, we probably will still see Xhaka probably until he starts to run down his contract. Which, let's check transfer market and see how long that is going to be before he
smuggled away.
Runs down his contract.
Arsenal finding space on the wing. And he's made headway. Able to clear the danger.
Granit Xhaka. So, yeah. So, yeah, his contract expires June 30th, 2023. So, we've still got 2 more years with him. So I think it's probably when we start getting, probably next year is when he may be on the way out. I don't think we're going to keep Ødegaard, and I don't think, it's 50-50 whether we'll sign Ryan or not. Yeah, it's 50-50 on whether we'll sign Ryan or not, I think. But yeah, I don't think we're going to keep Ødegaard, and I don't think we're going to necessarily keep Ryan, but it's 50-50 really. Yeah. I'm just looking through the starting lineup now, and I'm thinking, I mean, I'll probably do this at the end of the season. Like, do a review on, like, who I think we'll keep and who I think we'll sell and get rid of and all that. But I think, doing a quick look through now, I think we'll probably look to loan out Renison. Bellerin, I think, is likely he's going to go. Unfortunately, Cedric and Pablo Mari will probably still stay around. Chambers, I think, will go. David Luiz, I think, will go. El Neni, definitely. I think we'll keep Smith Rowe. I kind of, in a way, hope we don't give him the number 10 role, because it's putting a lot of pressure on his shoulders to be like, yeah, you're the new creative midfielder. I hope the number 10 that we bring in is, someone like a Hassim Aouar or an Emi Buendia or someone like that, and Smith Rowe is the squad backup for number 10, because he perfectly fit that role. But I don't think it's a good idea, because I saw loads of people, and I'm still seeing loads of people put in, memes on Twitter, like images of, like, photoshopped images of him with the number 10 shirt and all this kind of stuff, and it's kind of like, he's still a young kid and he's injury prone, so it's like, I think we need someone top quality, to quote the big man over at AFTV. We need a top quality attacking midfielder to take that number 10 shirt. Yeah, and I actually think that Lacazette is probably going to be one for the firing line. Yeah, Lacazette and Nketiah, I think, are the main ones. Nelson, I think, might go out on loan, but I think the main 2 strikers or attacking players that I think will go out, maybe be sold, will be Lacazette and Nketiah, which is a shame, because I've got a soft spot for Lacazette. I like him as a player. He sort of reminds me of Ian Wright in a way, and I know that a lot of fans compare him to Ian Wright, but he sort of reminds me of, the hold-up play and the way that he's able to hold up the ball and kind of like poach. Reminds me of Ian Wright. He's not as kind of, and I wouldn't even say Aubameyang is that flamboyant, but like, he's not as flamboyant as Aubameyang. He's a bit more gritty than Aubameyang. Aubameyang's the type of person that kind of like picks the ball up in the right place and just shoots and scores when he's on form, obviously. But yeah, I'll probably go into more detail at the end of the season, depending on what happens. But yeah, that's where I think we are at the moment, and there's going to be a clear out, and there's going to be signings. There should be signings. But if we don't sign anybody, it's at the detriment to the team, and it just proves that, like, the ownership is the problem. The ownership has no ambition for the club, which is why I keep saying that, like, even if we did sack Arteta tomorrow and bring in Allegri or Rafa or, I don't know, Ten Hag or even Patrick Vieira or Thierry Henry, I know he's going to Bournemouth, but yeah, like, I don't think they'd be able to improve us that much. I think the only difference between Arteta and... No, even that. Even if we did, I think Allegri or Rafa would probably do exactly the same thing that Arteta did. You know, make us a little bit better defensively, playing good football from time to time, and maybe win a trophy. That's probably what he'll do, you know. So I think it's more than just... We need more investment in the team, basically. We need to replace the players that we had. We need to replace the players that, you know, were spent... Money was spent badly on them. But, yeah.
On they go again,
but yeah, we always seem to come to this when we're at a crossroads of a season of like, or who needs to go, who needs to stay, the coach needs to go, coach needs to stay. Let's just see what happens. I mean, for me, if we do lose, I will be annoyed, obviously, but like, I see a bigger picture. I don't think that just because we lost a tie in the Europa League, it means that like it's over. This season for me was always going to be a write-off. As I said in previous videos, like people have asked me how far do you think Arsenal are going to go this season, and I said the highest we're going to finish is 6th. If we start off well, and I always knew that Arteta's first season was going to be the most difficult. You know, yeah, I knew it was going to be the most difficult. But, you know, if next season, and this is why I'm kind of writing this off and just kind of taking it game by game and not overreacting, because I'm not expecting things to change drastically this season. But if next season the same thing happens, that's when I'll start questioning. That's when I'll be like, okay, yeah, maybe this isn't working. Maybe my skepticism at the beginning was justified. But at this moment in time, I'm willing to give him a bit longer. I'm willing to give him and Edu this transfer window to see if they can sort things out. And then take it from there. But yes, Benfica is a really important game now. The next 3 games, or next 4 games, are incredibly important in terms of where our season's going to go. You know, we've got Benfica on Thursday, then Leicester on Sunday, and then we've got Burnley away on Saturday, the 6th of March, at Turf Moor, which is always a difficult place to go. And then we've got Spurs on the 14th of March at the Emirates. And at the moment, this is a good time to play them because they're not playing very well. So hopefully they keep Mourinho for a lot longer. Yeah, so I think, well, specifically I'm talking about the games that are the most important out of those, I would say would be the Benfica game is probably the most important because it defines where our season's going to go, whether we're going to, you know, progress in Europe or whether we're going to, you know, falter and just, you know, peter out a pretty disastrous season. And then, you know, Leicester, and then obviously Spurs, and then we've got West Ham and Liverpool, and West Ham are playing really well at the moment. And again with Liverpool on the 3rd of April, which is my brother's birthday, it might be a good time to play them as well because they've not been playing well recently. So we'll see. It's probably more dangerous playing West Ham at the London Stadium than playing Liverpool at the Emirates. But yeah, this is a big game. And I've not felt as nervous for a Europa League game since Arsenal have been in the Europa League, since the final against Chelsea. No. So the final against Chelsea and then the semi-final in Wenger's last season against Athletico Madrid in the second leg when we came back 1-1, and it was the same sort of situation where we came away from their ground. No, it wasn't their ground, was it? I always get these two mixed up. I think the first leg was at the Emirates, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the first leg was at the Emirates. I remember Koscielny's mistake for Griezmann, to let in Griezmann, and then they won 1-0 at the
front of his
What's the
eyes.
name of
Couldn't
the
take
stadium?
the chance.
It's one of the, probably one I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of. Oh yeah, Wanda Metropolitano. Yeah, the Metropolitano. Yeah, Diego Costa, just before half time. And again, that was sort of one of those games where we didn't really offer anything at all. But yeah, yeah. So this is what it sort of reminds me of, you know. And if Benfica score first, really early, I can imagine exactly the same thing that's happened with City and what happened with Villa 2 weeks ago to happen then as well, where they just literally, where we throw everything at them, but just it's sort of like a limp punch, like we're just kind of like just like hanging out like a limp punch and not even trying. But what I want to see is I want to see us attack them and take our chances, kill off the tie within the first half, like be 3-1 up in the tie by the end of the first half. That's what I want to see, because I want to be relaxed. I don't want to be watching a Europa League game thinking boys, I'm this fair. But anyway, yeah. So the FIFA game kind of that you're watching now kind of predicts that it's going to be dramatic. Put it that way. Obviously, it's not the Europa League final, but because the game doesn't allow you to play Europa League group matches or knockout matches, I had to play it as the final. But yeah, it's very dramatic. I was celebrating a lot. Let's put it that way. I hope I haven't jinxed it. But yeah, hope you enjoy the game. And if you stay around to watch it. But yeah, I guess that's it. If you're new around here, give us a like and a subscribe. Follow me in the socials in the description below. And I will speak to you on Thursday evening after the Benfica game. And I should hopefully be bringing a preview for the Leicester game on Friday. Hopefully. Right, that's it. Take care everyone, stay safe. This is Deepai signing out. Take care.
Well, with 5 minutes remaining and just one goal between them, still the prospect of late excitement in this match. It looks promising. This could level it. Oh my goodness, it's drama, heat on drama, a late leveller.
Well, they left it late, but they're back in it, Derek. You're right, drama. Well, here it is, a striker's bread and butter, simple finish, but it's the positioning that gets him the goal.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? Goals are plenty, 2-2. Well, it was a foul, but good use of advantage by the referee. PC. It's not lost on them what a goal could mean at this late stage. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. And the referee has decided to add on a minimum of 5 minutes. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And he's made headway. Well, he stumped it out of there without much fuss. Aubameyang! A colossal goal! And could it be the goal that will give them the trophy?
Well, all they've got to do now, Derek, is not concede and the cup is theirs. Easier said than done, though. Well, here's the replay with the clock ticking down. Has he won the game for his team? Cool, calm and collected. He deserves that. Brilliant finish.
you can't really say defences are on top. 3-2. Waldschmidt. And there's the whistle. This UEFA Europa League final has been decided. Disappointment on one side, but sheer jubilation on the other. And my goodness, Lee, they deserve it.
Absolutely deserve it. They were running the clock down at the end. The referee obliged and blew his whistle. And quite rightly so. They're now on the halfway line celebrating with all their teammates. I'm pretty sure all the subs, etc. will come running on as well. A great, great night for this football club.
That's a party to last throughout the year, I should think. They're very happy to be celebrating good times in the Europa League. And now the trophy awaits them.
Well, all those months of hard training sessions, pre-season training, you kind of look forward to get yourself through those sessions, and they'll be looking forward at moments like this. They've finally got their hands on this fantastic, magnificent trophy.
This is what they've wanted. Now it's in their possession. The winners of the UEFA Europa League.
Long celebrations into the night. I'm pretty sure, Derek, it's going to go on and on.
Yeah, I think they have every intention of making this last as long as possible. One more trophy left, why not? Yes. And this is really special, getting to celebrate in front of your own fans, Lee.
Well, it's giving something back. These fans have travelled all over the place following their team. Now they get to join in the celebrations, go into the crowd and give them the cup. That's what I say.
Well, then it might never find its way to the trophy cabinet, Lee. And pictures now to be captured for eternity. What an experience, Lee.
It is, yeah. Get yourself on the front row. That's what my mum always said. You're in the photographs right next to that trophy.
The Europa League winners. It is the Europa League final, and they are underway. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? Well, he's got past his man. There it is! How about that for starters?
Well, what a huge moment that might be for this club. The fans are going absolutely...
Lacazette. Well, that wasn't a million miles away.
No, he was close.
Can he keep his composure? Surely! Rafa. Can he finish? And there it is! A two-goal cushion now, and just look at these fans! The trophy coming their way! Playing it short. And that will mean a caution.
Well, definitely a yellow card, Derek.
And space for the cross. It might be. In it goes to alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this round. Takes the shot. What a save. He's driven in the corner. Insufficient accuracy with the header, Lee.
Yeah, he got there as well. It was all about could he get it on target, but when you see how far he missed.
Aubameyang. And the keeper more than equal to it. Arsenal down by a goal, but maybe a chance with this set piece. Time flashed in front of his eyes. Couldn't take the chance.
Oh, it's a big chance, it really...
Happy to take on the shot. Well, he didn't miss by an awful lot. This could level it. Oh my goodness, it's drama, heaped on drama. A late leveller.
Well, they left it late, but they're back in it.
Aubameyang! A colossal goal, and could it be the goal that will give them the trophy?
Well, all they've got to do now...